Yes, guys, the title is not incorrect. It's not a joke. It's nothing. The title is true. A fortune. Hey guys, it's your boy Junior here bringing another video to the channel. Alright, I won't say it's a good video because obviously it's not a good video. As you read from the title, yes, it's true. I'm not joking. Like I mentioned earlier already, I'm not joking about it. It's true. It's time to say goodbye to Semi. Yeah, you guys know that name Semi is stuck around for such a long time. I started YouTube back in 2014. And we're in 2023, almost a whole decade. I almost made it to a full decade, but it's come to the time that it's time to put Semi to rest. Yeah, it's not an easy video to do, guys. It really isn't, because that name has been following me around for such a long time. People know me by that name. That's my name for almost everything except real life. In real life, people only call me by my government name. Even my own parents call me Junior. I do not like my real name, just to let you guys know. And only a handful of you guys know my real name. You guys know who you guys are. You guys had the privilege of finding out my real name, but nobody else is gonna know that name. But yeah, I go by Junior. And you guys notice lately in the last, I want to say 10 to 20 videos, I haven't been saying Semi2Tech, Semi nothing. I just been saying Junior. It's because I've come to a point that I was really trying to balance of what I want to do. Either keep the name and stay with the channel, or just get rid of it in general. So as you can tell, I'm letting go of the name. Like I said, I've had the name Semi for almost a decade now. It started as Semi Tuning. A quick recap of how I came up with the name Semi2Tech. I was into cars, which I still am, and my dream was to open up a performance shop and work on cars, and I was gonna name it Semi because that's my nickname. That's my nickname from since I was in high school. People call me Semi. That's a whole different story too. And so when I was doing that, I was being called Semi. I wanted something with cars. So what you do with cars, you tune them. And so I was gonna call the shop Semi2Tech. I already had a mock-up, a plan, how everything was gonna look. I had everything I wanted, how it was gonna look and everything. And I had people that wanted to be with me, doing old friends and everything. They wanted to do stuff with me. But I never got to the point that I was able to do that. So I kept the name. So when I started the YouTube channel, I named it Semi2Tech. And I had that name, for maybe 5 years. Like a lot of you out there know Semi2Tech. That what created my platform on this channel. That created me. Everybody found out who I was, because back then I got into learning more about Cody. I'm gonna say the names now because it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I was into Cody a lot. I was very heavy on Cody. So my channel was mostly revolving around Cody stuff, whether it be new themes, new apps coming out, add-ons, new skins, whatever it was with Cody, I did videos on, which it was very popular. Because when I first started the channel, I didn't know what to do, so I was doing random stuff. I was doing how-tos, tutorials, vlogs. I was doing a whole bunch of stuff. I was mixing a bunch of stuff. Nothing was hitting properly right. So until I started deciding to do with Cody, I got a lot of following. I got that channel up to 11,300, somewhere in that ball range. I got it up really high. To me, it was high. To everybody else, it's not so high, because now you're seeing people with 100,000, 200,000, 80,000. So my little 11,000 didn't mean shit. But to me, it meant a lot, because I'm like, I hit that mark. And the first year I started with that channel, I didn't see no income with that channel. I wasn't making any money. I was just doing it for fun. Something I was having fun. But the main reason I got into YouTube is, just like anybody else, when they start YouTube, what they want to do it for. They want to be able to make the videos viral so they can get money out of it and get sponsorship. That's everybody. Anybody that comes into YouTube, you'll be lying if you say you didn't do YouTube. You started doing YouTube for the money. If you didn't start doing it for the money, then you're lying. Because all people think about is like, oh, if I do YouTube, I can be famous and be rich Everybody thinks that. We all thought that way. But eventually I got to the point that I'm just gonna do YouTube because it's fun. I got to a point, like 6 months in, I was like, oh, I'm enjoying this. I know I'm not getting no sponsors, I'm not getting no free products, I'm not getting anything. So this is just fun. But then, because when I first started, I didn't know how to monetize the channel. Then I was like, I wonder where am I getting any money? So when I started looking into it, I learned how to monetize it. So the first year of YouTube, I didn't make any money, and I was gonna quit. I was gonna quit within the first year of YouTube because I was like, I'm not making even $1 off this. Come on, this is bull. The year mark came, I was like, if I don't make anything by the first year, I'm done. So right before the first year was up, my wife was like, oh yeah, we're gonna go to the Philippines, so let's get ready. So we got ready, we went to the Philippines, we took a trip. And it's still, I'm still doing YouTube, I haven't canceled it yet or anything, I just still had it. So I was like, whatever. And the first year, I barely even had 1,000 subscribers. I just had a little bit over 1,000 subscribers. And this is before YouTube require you to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time hours. I was way before that. I started with YouTube before they had that requirement that you could start YouTube right away, monetize it right away. That's how I started with YouTube. So now with this whole new requirements, and that keeps changing. So that's another stuff why I'm saying goodbye. So I did all that, and then while I'm in the Philippines, I'm like, yeah, like my nieces and nephews are like, oh, you do YouTube? Your wife told me you do YouTube. I'm like, yeah, I do YouTube, but I don't think I'm gonna be doing it anymore. It's just I'm not motivated to do it much because I'm not seeing any progress. I wasn't getting that many views. I wasn't getting a lot of subscribers. Like I said, I barely made 1,000 subscribers in the first year, and so that was really getting to me. Then during the trip in the Philippines, my wife's like, oh, babe, we need to withdraw money. We need to get cash. Transfer from cash over to the bank here in the Philippines so we can grab it and do what we got to do. All right, so I went online, went to my bank, and I see $100 and something from YouTube. Well, not YouTube, it said Google AdSense. I'm like, what the hell is this? I started screaming. Yeah, it was only $100. Whatever. It was $100. I said $100 because it wasn't nothing. It's a lot. $100 can be a lot depending who you are. But to me, it was like, it wasn't a lot. But to me, that meant so much to me. I'm like, oh my God, all that work I did for a whole year, I finally got something to show for it. I started screaming. My wife's like, yo, what's wrong? What happened? I'm like, look, I got paid from YouTube. I got paid from YouTube. So that right there boosted my motivation to continue with the channel. Fast forward 2 years later, I got that thing up to 10,000 subscribers. People started noticing because right there, after I got the first check from YouTube, I started getting into more coding and stuff. That's originally why I started YouTube, because I was teaching a lot of my friends how to do like the coding stuff. They were like, oh, how you get the free movies? I showed them. I sat there and I actually showed them, like, hey, my brother-in-law told me, like, why don't you start a YouTube channel showing this? You're so smart about this, you know all this. I'm like, I just learned this from other people. I'm like, I'm not gonna get anything out of it. So it took a whole year to get my first check and reach at least 1,000 subscribers. And so after that, it just started snowballing up. I started gaining. I was starting to get more subscribers, more views. I was like, wow, I'm getting pretty popular. Just down the road, I got up to maybe like 6,000 subscribers, because remind you, back then Kodi was the biggest thing out there, and people were using it left to right. There was APKs, but it wasn't as popular as Kodi. And so I kept doing Kodi, kept doing it. And finally, people started noticing who I was. A lot of people started asking me like, oh, blah, 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 you come here. I know who you are. Oh my God, I love your stuff. People started noticing me online who I was. And that gave me great feeling. Plus, I was making a little bit of money. It wasn't I was like, after that first year, every 3 to 4 months, I would make about $100. I wasn't making that much money, because remember, you can't cash out until you hit the minimum $100 mark. That's the minimum you can cash out on. I mean, you can set up higher if you want, but you can set a low. But the minimum you can cash out is $100, which most people keep it $100. They don't really keep it higher. So mind you, it takes me about 3 to 4 months to get the 100. So the first 2 years, I was only getting $200 to $300. I mean, I was getting like $300 to $400 per year. So I wasn't making that crazy money. But after, like I said, after 2 years, so I'm 3 years in, people started noticing who I was. And I'm like, that gave me great feeling, gave me more boost to continue doing it. And then a lot of people, like big time YouTubers, started noticing who I was. And they started asking me to go on the show. A couple people, like you guys might know, if you guys follow me, you probably know these people. Super Dell was one of them, and Bo Knows. Those two are the two people that asked me to be on their show. I still remember like it was yesterday. Super Dell, I was on this live show. I wasn't on the panel yet, but I was in this chat. I was like, hey, Super Dell, you know how everybody says hi to everybody, like people that know you and everything. Hi, how you doing? Of course, before that, I had a couple people that kept following me and kept giving me acknowledgement. Like, oh, hey, great video. And I'll name the two people that always gave me acknowledgement that time before I hit the Super Dell show. Before that, the two people that gave me recognition all the time was Tim Wizard and Pickpocket. You guys, if you guys follow me for long, you probably know who they are. Those two people were my biggest fans, and they still give me recognition to this day. Which those were my loyal people. Those two people were my loyal. They follow me everywhere. They follow me, which I enjoyed it because I had fans. And with Tim Wizard and Pickpocket actually became good friends of mine. Like I had their phone numbers, they had my phone number. We talked where we not as much as before, like now, but before all this and everything, we used to talk a lot, which was good people. Tim called me on my birthday, so did Pickpocket. Pickpocket called me, to ask me a question like how's life, everything. And like, he'll call me to ask different questions about different things because he knows the knowledge I have up here. So I had those two friends before meeting Super Dell. The way I found out about Super Dell is because through a Kodi app. There was a Kodi app back then, I can't remember what it was, but one section was like famous YouTuber reviewers, and one of them was Super Dell. And so I'm like, oh, he's a Kodi reviewer. He talks about Kodi. Let me subscribe to him. So I subscribed to him, and that's why I started following his show. And every time I went on the show, I started saying hi to people and everything. And sooner or later, one day he saw me in the chat. He's like, hey, Semi, I heard from you. A lot of people talk about you. I heard good things about you. And I see a bunch of your videos. You're doing very good. If you have time, please come on the panel. Talk to the people. So I was like, sure, send me the link. I'll come on and we'll take it from there. I went on there. People recognized me. That's when a lot of people started recognizing me more. And during that time, I was getting very popular. We were on the show. We were talking about different things. He acknowledged me that he learned a few things from me. I'm like, great, I learned a few things from you too. And we were a good community there and everything. I still don't have anything bad to say about Super Dell. He's a very good dude, at least to me. I can't speak for anybody else because I know there's issues out there with other people. I'm not gonna mention names, but to me and him, and at least in my perspective, I'm good with him. I have no issues with him or anything. Nothing has to do with him or anything while I'm doing my decision. I'm good. I just bring him up because he's one of the people that actually recognized me in the beginning of my career. So I went on his show, and then that helped me get a little bit bigger. And at the same time, when I went on his show, before I even went on his show, Bo Knows actually reached out to me. He's like, hey, I hear from you from a couple of different people. People tell me I should come on your show. You should come on my show and I should interview you and we could take it from there. And I'm like, sure, I'd be more than happy to. You know, this is when the community was a lot better than it is now. The community now is garbage. I'm just gonna say it right now. The community now is garbage. So much hate around. I'm not gonna even go into that because this is about my channel and why I'm saying goodbye. So anyways, I did the show, I did the interview with Bo Knows. People recognize me more. So after doing those two panel shows, I started getting more popular. I got it so popular that I got up to my 10,000 subscriber mark, which I was very proud of. I worked so hard for that. At this time, like I said, 3 years in, I got on the show. Another year after that, I got up to my 10,000 subscriber mark. So 4 years in, I hit my 10,000 mark. It was awesome. I was happy. I was getting a lot of views and everything. So for my 10,000 subscriber mark, I wanted to do a live show and give out some free IPTV service. So this is before I even started doing IPTV reviews completely. This put me in the ballpark of getting into IPTV, because at the time I had a couple of people reach out to me like, oh, can you do a review on this? I'm like, sure. And I did a few reviews before I started charging, because I didn't know my worth at the time. Before I started charging, I did a few IPTV reviews for people. I did a few ad reviews for other people. I'm not gonna mention names, and it was great. And I did those, people really review. I'm like, oh damn, people are watching those videos. That's awesome. And then this is when I realized what my worth was worth. Like I said, my 10,000 mark, I wanted to hit it and give away IPTV service to 2 people that watch my show. So I reached out to IPTV service, and everybody knew the service. I promoted them very well. Only a handful of people promoted this service, but everybody knew who they were, who the service was. I forgot the name of it. He was part of the DST team. I forgot, his name was Will. He ran it. I forgot the name of the service. It was such a long time ago. Whatever. So I reached out to Will and I asked him, hey, is there a way I can get like a gift card or something? Buy like a coupon code so I can give away on my channel for my 10,000 mark. I'll pay for a month for two services, and I want to give it away to one of my subscribers because I'm happy. I want to celebrate my $10,000 subscriber mark. That's a tongue twister for me. So he's like, dude, you're gonna be promoting my channel on your celebration of 10,000 subscribers? I'm like, yeah. I'm gonna give away your service and I'm gonna tell them about your service because it's a good service. I like your service. He's like, okay, so if you're gonna promote me, I'm not gonna charge you for the 2 services. I'll give them to you so you can give them to your subscriber. Just tell me when you're doing your live show and I'll give them out. The guy was a man of his word. And he goes, on top of that, since you're gonna be promoting my channel, my service, I'm gonna give you the service for you as well to have. All right, word? I'm like, okay. I was like, thank you very much. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't trying to get that. I was willing to pay out of pocket for I was giving back to my community because I was happy. So he go, oh, thank you. Since you're doing that for me, I'm gonna keep promoting your stuff all the time. This is a good service and you gave me the service. Shoot, I'm gonna promote the hell out of it for you. So he goes, you know what? If you're gonna be doing all that, I do have an affiliate program. Just go here, fill it out, and then you can get commission for every time you sell a service or they renew. You'll get a commission. I'm like, word? So I signed up for the affiliate program and I started promoting them like crazy. I stood by the service because the service was awesome. It's one of the better ones out there. Everybody knows Gears, the whole Omar stuff. Gears was the top-notch one. He was right up there with Gears, like right below. Gears just had him by a little bit more, but Gears was more expensive. He was more affordable. But I stuck with Will's service. I forgot the name of it. I don't know why. I did it for such a long time. I just forgot. So I started promoting him a lot. Started racking a lot more subscribers. I got to the channel up to 11,000 subscribers at this time. And I was banking in money from YouTube now and affiliate, because with the exposure through Super Dale and Bo's Nose panel shows, I got exposed to that. And then when people found out that I was an affiliate, I was promoting the service, I got more attention with that. And I kept putting commercials in all my videos for that. So I was making a nice little chunk of change with that channel. It was making me nice. I was doing it good. Then of course, Cody, you started being a problem at that time. So I started getting away from Cody because it was giving issues. This was when everybody just stopped doing Cody's, taking down videos and stuff like that. I didn't take mine down fast enough. So when I hit 11,300 something subscribers, I got hit with 8 strikes. 8 strikes in one day. Of course, only 2 strikes stuck. And so I couldn't upload. I couldn't go live for 2 weeks because of the 2 strikes. Okay, so I'm like, what am I gonna do now? Before I could do anything, the next day they tried to hit me with like 3 more strikes, but they can only hit me with 1 more. So that 3rd strike, guess what happened? My channel got shut down. So semi-tuning was dead. I was still passionate about YouTube and I still wanted to keep doing it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna revive this channel. I'm gonna be reborn. So I named the 2nd channel Semi2Tuning Reborn. I created a new logo. Actually, I kept the same logo. I just added Reborn on the bottom. And I kept it going. I was happy with it. 3 months into that channel, I was dead again. Same reasons, but I wasn't making any money off of Semi2Tuning Reborn. I wasn't making any money of it. I was still making my affiliate money from the service, which kept me wanting to keep doing it, because I was like, yo, if I keep doing that, I can still make a little nice chunk of change with that. It's not all about the money, because if it was all about it, I would have quit this a lot longer ago. So fast forward that, right before, like I would say like a week before I got shut down, I had all these IPT providers reaching out to me to try to do reviews for them. And that's when I noticed that I'm like, they want like, oh, can you do a review for me? I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna do it for free. I told them, sure, I'm not gonna do it for free, because this is gonna take up my time for my stuff that I want to put out there. I'm gonna put stuff for you. So, okay, how much you gonna charge me? I'm like, at first, when I first started, I was like, okay, shoot me an offer and I'll see if I will take it. I had people shoot me, oh, I'll give you $100. Great, I'll do that. Some people said, I'll give you $50. I'm like, okay, I'll do that too. Go ahead, put it through. I was doing it for very low prices, so people were like, oh, damn. So I guess that got out, people knowing that I do it. So I did like maybe 3 or 4 on that low end amount of money. And then I reached out to somebody. I'm not gonna put his business out there. I reached out to somebody and I said, hey, I know you do this too. I want to get your advice. What's a good starting point to start with the prices? Because a lot of people reach out to me, and I don't want to highball them, and I don't want to be lowballed either. I want to be like, what's a good price to charge on? So he sent me. He goes, don't share this with anybody, but this is my script that I sent to them when they asked me to do a review. You could take exactly what it says, or adjust it to whatever you want, but this is a rough draft, so you could take a look at it and see. I'm not like, thank you, I appreciate it so much, you're awesome, thank you. So I took it, I reworded the whole thing from my day, and I changed the prices. I wasn't gonna take his prices out, so I worked around the prices he put out there, because me and him were about the same level at the time. We're about the same level, and so I'm like, okay. So that's why I reached out to him. I reached out to him because I want to see what's a good price point to put it at. All right, so I got that part down, and so I started sending out my price points out. Sometimes somebody asks me something for that, I send out my price point. So for a while I was doing it very good, and then of course more people started hitting me up as soon as my channel got shut down. So Semi2Tuning was dead. Like I said, I tried to reborn it again with Semi2Tuning Reborn. Didn't work out, so I gave that up. I didn't know what I was gonna do after with that name. At that point, I was already thinking about, I want to give up already. I'm tired. But I was like, you know what, let me give it one more try and then go at it again. And that's when Semi2Tech was born. I just took my name and technology, the short version of technology, and put it together. I'm taking you from semi to technology, so Semi2Tech. So that's how I came up with the name for this channel. And so the first 5 years it was Semi2Tuning with a combination of Semi2Tuning Reborn. After that was done, Semi2Tech was born, and that brings it to this point here, 4 years after that. So 9 years I've had YouTube under my belt. And when I did Semi2Tech, as a lot of you know, is I joined a community. I was part of a community, which you know is no longer basically combined. I joined MS7. I left at my own will because there was some stuff going on. I didn't want to bring negativity to the group. So I told the group, hey guys, I'm sorry to do this, but I'm gonna step away. I told them my reason. They understood, and so they're like, all right, but they always told me like, you're always gonna be a part of the family. You're always part of us. You're always the MS7, but I went my way, you know. But between that whole time, from when I started Semi2Tech to the time I ended my relationship with MS7, well, not my relationship, but my active role in MS7, I went from 0 subscribers to where I'm at right now, 8,500. Which you guys know, I ended my relationship with MS7 maybe like 2 years ago. So half my Semi2Tech channel, it was with MS7, and the other half was by myself. So during that time, I was with Semi2Tech in the beginning, the first years. I was getting a lot of people finding out who I was again. They're like, oh, this is where you went, this is where you, because I didn't tell anybody about the new channel. Nobody knew I was there. Nobody, people just started finding me again, because one person found me, they spread the word like, oh, he's over here, and just kept going and going like that until I grew big enough that where I'm at now, 8,500. So I got 8,500, I would say about maybe 6-7 months ago, and I've been stuck there. I've been stuck at 8,500. It'll go to 8,502, then 8,503, then back to 8,500, 8,506, back down to 83, 8,503, 2, 1, 5, 4. It keeps jumping. It just stays there. I don't move from there. So anyway, so before that, I was my YouTube during the pandemic. That's when my YouTube was really growing, really big. I was banking. This is before YouTube decided to change all the guidelines and everything. I was making good money. I was even considering making YouTube a full-time career, because I was making such a good amount of money during that time that I could actually quit my job and actually make a full-time living off this. I was getting to that point, and I was hoping to go into that direction to make this a full-time career and not worry. But then during the pandemic, that's when the high point, like everybody was home watching videos. So that's when I was making all that money. I was making money off affiliate groups. I had people reach out to me, companies reach out to me for reviews, whether it be IPTV service reviews, app reviews, product reviews. People were sending me products from left to right, and it was going good. But then when YouTube decided to change their algorithm and change their rules, I almost got shut down again. So you guys noticed about a year and a half ago, I took down all my reviews. I took down everything. So about a year and a half ago, yes, a year and a half ago, I took down everything off my YouTube channel. I'm like, okay, people are still reaching out to me to do reviews for them. How am I gonna do it? So I decided to open up a website. You guys know I did a nice update review on the channel talking about the website. Created the website. I was using the website to drive traffic from my YouTube channel onto my website so people could watch the full reviews on IPTV services, because people were still asking me to do reviews for them, and I was making decent money with that. So I didn't want to lose that, so I spent my own money, created a website, got it running. So that I created about a year and a half ago. So the first half year that I actually registered the website, because I wanted to make a website completely regardless, I wanted to make a website. I registered the domain, didn't do anything for half a year, but then when that point came that YouTube was changing the rules and knocking people's channel down, this is when everybody's channels got, a lot of people lost the channel, never came back. I was lucky enough not to get my channel knocked down. I was pretty close. So I went ahead and started saying, you know, I'm gonna work on the website, I'm gonna create it, get it done and ready, do it. So I did, I created it, did everything, I drove traffic. The website really never made me a lot of money. It made me maybe $100 a month for the first like few months. It didn't make me that much money at all. But it made enough to keep the website up and a little bit of money in my pockets. So, and I was happy with that. So that lasted about a year, you know. So this is taking you back now to 6 months ago. So now YouTube tried changing the rules again. I started getting strikes again, so I had to knock out everything. But now that I got rid of all those videos and everything I was doing on my channel, My subscriber base went, my view count went, everything went down. I couldn't get anything out of the life of me. So I tried it. So the last 6 months I've been trying to bring up the channel again. I'm stuck at 8,500. My website's not getting any traffic either. I had created a Rumble page, that wasn't getting that much traffic either. I created an Odyssey page, that wasn't getting traffic either. The website's not getting any traffic at all. It hit a high point and I said stop. So all my platforms, all my social media, everything I was trying to do to bring it up wasn't getting no traffic, wasn't getting anything. So now my motivation to continue doing Semi2Tech was going down. So about 3 months ago, I was contemplating, do I keep going or I give up? Do I want to give up the channel, just say the hell with it and just forget about it? I was contemplating. I was like, because if I'm going to decide to keep it, I gotta, because my renewal is coming up for my website. So I was like, should I keep it? If I'm going to keep it, I'm going to have to renew with the website if I'm going to keep it. But then I was like, I don't know. I got until April 14th to figure out what I'm going to do, and then I'll realize what I'm doing. As you know, April 14th is just around the corner. So I'm still deciding. Next you know, I got a notification in my bank. Thank you for your payment for your hosting page. I'm like, oh, they took out the money already? I didn't even make a decision. Right then and there, I just like in the instant like this, and made my decision. What am I gonna do? I said, you know what? If they let me get a refund, I'll let it go. I'll let go. Everything that has to do with Semi is goodbye. Semi will go goodbye. Now, if they don't let me get a refund, then I'll stick with it for another year and see where it goes. So I contact my host company, which is HostGator. I was like, hey, listen, I didn't know you guys gonna take the money out already. I wasn't too sure I was gonna keep it, but I decided I'm not gonna renew it. I decided I don't want to renew my hosting. I want to get rid of it. I don't want to continue with the website. Is there anything we could do? I'm like, no, I just decided I don't want to do it anymore. I'm not getting the traffic I want, so I don't want it anymore. Like, no problem. Do you want to cancel? I'm like, yeah, I want to cancel it, but are you going to refund me the money since you already took it? Like, yeah, that's no problem. It hasn't renewed yet, so we're going to go ahead and refund you the money. I'm like, great. They refunded. I got it back in 2 days. And so now they refund the money. So now I'm making a video for you guys to know Semi2Tech is saying goodbye. I'm done with this channel completely. I'm gonna get rid of my website. You guys already know after the 14th is no longer gonna be active. You're not gonna see it anymore. Many reasons why I decided to do that, because I don't get any traffic there. The main reason I did it is to host APKs and to do my IPT reviews, which I'm no longer doing IPT reviews because nobody wants to promote their stuff anymore because it's very hard to promote. And I can't do any APK reviews because for 2 reasons. They're not coming out with that many more APKs. They are coming out, but they're more hush-hush. I find them, but I don't review them because YouTube doesn't let you do anything. So I can't review anything on APKs. They're not coming out with that much, so what's the point of having the website anymore? So I'm gonna get rid of the website, all that. The YouTube channel, I'm saying goodbye to it. I'm not gonna delete the channel. I'm just gonna have it up, but I'm not gonna upload any more videos. I got 2 more. I think I got like 2 or 3 more videos that I have to upload because of obligations I have with certain people that I have to do for them. Commitments that I made with them, not obligation. I made commitments to do something for them on the channel, so I'll leave it up. So I'm not gonna delete the channel completely. I'm not gonna delete all the videos. I'm gonna leave everything. It's just not gonna be uploaded. Nothing's gonna be uploaded to it at all. If I get any more subscribers, anything, if you ask me questions there, I'm not gonna talk on there. I'm not gonna do anything. That channel is just gonna flow in the air and stay there. That's it. I'm not gonna do anything but just sit there. So guys, you do anything on there, sorry, but I'm not doing anything on there. As far as my Rumble page and my Odyssey page, same thing. I'm not gonna use them. They're just gonna flow out there. If you still use them, I'm doing that because there's still some videos that people would like to use. a reference to that helps them. So that's why I'm not gonna take everything and delete it. I'm just not gonna be acting on it. So you go ahead and try to contact me on there, you're not gonna get anything. And also, if anybody sign up for my Discord, I'm not gonna be on there anymore. I'm gonna delete the Discord channel. I'm gonna completely delete the Discord channel. And as far as the Telegram group, same thing. I'm deleting the Telegram group. It's not very active, so I don't really use it that much. It's hard for me to promote stuff on there because I don't get that much activity on there. Nobody really puts stuff on there. People do anything on there, so I'm just gonna delete it completely. So I'm gonna delete the Telegram group the same day that the website goes down. So after the website goes down, that one's gonna be deleted as well. The Discord, I'm just gonna shut it down now and everything. So you might be asking, what am I gonna do? Am I still gonna stay on YouTube, or I'm just gonna stop YouTube? I decided, because a lot of you don't know, I do have a second channel that I don't really do much on there, because that one I was trying to do more about vlogs, more different things on there than what I do on this channel. But I never put time into it because I was so busy with this channel, because I had so much stuff going on here. So since I'm gonna get rid of this channel, I'm gonna be concentrating on that channel now. If you guys find me, great. If you don't, and it's ways to find me. You'll be able to find me if you really want to. If you did want to find me on that and on the other channel, a couple of you don't know where I'm at talking about, and a lot of you don't. So if you leave a comment down below, I'll go ahead and tell you where I'm at, and you can find me there. But I'm gonna start that fresh because the name Semi is tarnished now. Every time somebody messages me by Semi, they want to know something about cord cutting, and I haven't done a video on cord cutting in such a long time. I mean, I don't like to comment on those questions anymore, really. Like, if it's a close friend, I'll tell them what's going on and stuff like that. I'll follow whoever does it, but to me, that be committed to that anymore. Every time I put a video, it could be completely different from cord cutting, and nothing to do with cord cutting. It could be, let's say I did a video about something on my car. Somebody will go on my comments and ask a question about cord cutting, or something that's going on with this service, that's going on with this app, whatever it is. And that's not what the point is. I don't want that. So I'm just gonna kill Semi. Semi is dead. He's saying goodbye. He's no longer around. I'm not even gonna answer to that name anymore, because I'm done. I did my time with them, and I don't want to do it anymore. Simple as that. So am I still gonna be around? Yes, but not the way you guys know me. And I know this video might not get a lot of views, because like I said, my channel has not gotten a lot of views in a long time. The most views I get now, maybe 100 if I'm lucky, but most of my videos now only get like 20, 15 views. There's no motivation anymore for stuff that I really don't want to do anymore. And if I try to switch the channel over, the algorithm with YouTube is not pushing my stuff any out there like I used to, because of the algorithm, how my channel is. So I figure I start fresh. My other channel doesn't have anything, it just has a few gaming videos on there, and a couple of like vlogs and a couple of how-to videos and stuff on there. So as you could tell, this whole video was unscripted, just coming off the top of my head, and I hope you guys enjoyed it and explained everything what I'm doing. For all the people that's been around with me since 2014, thank you so much. It's been a great journey being known as Semi, the one you guys go to. Everybody that knows me knows who I am, what I'm about, the kind of person I am. As you can know, you can ask anybody out there. You see, I hang out with people over here and people over here, but these two people might be beefing with each other, and it's happened. I'll be friends with these people over here, and I'll be friends with these people, and they're having beef. They have their problem. I just sit back and enjoy my popcorn, because it's a great show. You know, as we all say, it's a great show to watch. It's a nice drama show. But those two people never have problems with me because I stay out of it. And that's the main reason why when I left MS7, that's the main reason, because I didn't want to create any frictions between me having problems with somebody else, which wasn't part of the team. Just to let you know, wasn't part of anybody on the team. I wasn't having a great communication with other people, but they were friends with them. I don't want to create friction between all of us. So I even told my wife, I told a couple of friends, like, yo, I'm not even gonna be the part of the group anymore. This was what happened. Like, yo, you're making the right choice. You're right on that. You don't want to cause any animosity against other people with each other. Just step back and do you. And that's what I did. That's why I stepped back. But everybody with MS7, I do appreciate you guys always have my back there. You guys always show me love. Even though we're not all together anymore as a group in the community. I appreciate you guys, everybody else that has been following me. Because of you guys, for the last 9 years, I was able to build my great setup. Because over time, the income I got from you guys, the ideas I got from you guys, the support I got from you guys helped me create this setup right here. And I'm not gonna let this setup go to waste just like that. Like all my Twitch, everything that has Twitch in it, gaming stuff that has Semi2Tech, it's gone. I already created new accounts for my Twitch, all my gaming platforms and stuff like that. Because I'm not gonna let this piece of a setup go to waste for no reason. I started this when I started YouTube, this whole thing wasn't here. I had just two 27 inches and a cheap machine that, no, before that, I was running 127 inch and another 26, 24 inch all in one PC. And when I was running that, I was doing my YouTube for a while. After a while, that started getting slow. It wasn't performing as much as I want, especially with editing. So that's when I started getting into more building stuff and creating something together. All that time, over the 9 years of my YouTube career, I got to this right here. So thank you for helping me get to where I'm at. You guys and my wife, because my wife did help me with a lot of this stuff as well. It wasn't just you guys. So again, thank you everybody for giving me all the support you guys give me over the 9 years, almost the whole day, almost made it a decade. Couldn't make it that far. And if you do find me, guys, I welcome you guys, but I want to start the new channel organically. I want everybody to find me organically. I'm probably gonna let my family know that I have this channel, because with the Semi2Tech, nobody knows I have that channel. My nephews know because they love computer tech stuff like that, so they like to follow me on here. But I'm gonna let them know, and if people ask me, oh, what's a YouTube channel? I'll give it to them. Before I wasn't giving anybody my YouTube channel. It's like, yo, you find me if you find me. If you don't, you don't. Simple as that. All right. So guys, once again, before I go, thank you so much for the whole 9 years, and I appreciate you guys staying here, watching the whole video. I know I wish I had better news, but I made my decision and we're gonna leave it like that. And for the last time, guys, this is Junior, aka Semi, signing out. Peace.